Subscribe to my channel Arnav Verma for all latest Indian cricket updates. Click the notification bell for notifications of all the videos. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a really special guest in Saba Karim sir. He's a former India cricketer, as all of you must be knowing. He has been general manager of India to the BCCI panel. He has been a general manager of that, and I'm really honored to have him today. I'm really excited to talk to him with about the India versus England historic test match which happened in the Oval right now yesterday, which was a historic game. India performed brilliantly. So first of all, Saba Karim sir, it's an honor for me to have you here today. And what's your experience? How are you feeling?
Thank you so much, Arnav, and I'm so glad that youngsters like you are getting into this kind of a platform. So many congratulations to you and your friends who are doing stuff like this. Yes, it was an exciting win for India. It is good that after the loss at Headingley Test match in the third Test, they've come back so strongly. And I think this is a special quality in the Indian side. We do have some exciting youngsters. We have experienced players, and all of them have contributed immensely to India's success. And there are so many match winners now in the side. That is why I think the Indian Test team is such a complete team at this stage.
Okay. Yeah, sir, I totally agree. Like, it's just like we think of it as a team which has the caliber to reach like a sort of dominance which Australia had in that early 2000s, late 1990s, and that old West Indies team also. But like sometimes we lose like a way like which we think of that, but then we come back always in a way like which totally astonishes everyone. Like in Australia also, and now over here. So going forward, my first question to you is like, in this game, what was one thing which attracted you as most as a viewer, and secondly as an analyst?
See, in a 5-day test match, there cannot be one single moment that remains special. I think there are so many important contributions from everybody in the field, and not only from India, but also from the England side. So India's, we were bowled out for 191 in the first innings. Shardul Thakur's 50 in the first inning was so important, and that allowed India to get those extra 40 to 50 runs, which came in so handy for India in this test match. And then when India started to bowl, when India started to bat in the second innings, Rohit Sharma's 100, the partnership with KL Rahul right at the top, Pujara's partnership, 61 for Pujara, then captain Virat Kohli, he came in, he scored some important runs. He got a 40 odd in the second innings. And then lower down the order, you could see the contribution from Rishabh Pant and Shardul Thakur. And not only that, even Bumrah and Umesh Yadav, they put on some valuable runs. So these things matter. The way Umesh Yadav bowled in the first innings, getting the wicket of Joe Root, who is such a prolific run getter for England in this series. So these are little things that matter so much, and more so on the fifth day track, where batting was quite easy for the Indian pace bowler and Jadeja to come in and bowl so well. These are some special qualities which the Indian players have, and I think that is one reason why we were able to beat England in this fourth Test match.
Yeah. Now, on the final day, when India were like at the start of the day, many people after England, the way their openers played in the end of the day four, many of us thought like this game is drifting away from India. Even though England had to score 290 runs on the final day, we all knew it was not going to be easy because it was sort of a flat wicket without any help for the bowlers. There was a bit of help for the spinners also, as in Ravindra Jadeja, there was a bit of help for him, but like you wouldn't call him a lot of help because it's in England. It was not turning that much, so like it was tough. So how would you rate India's performance on the last day? How would you rate Virat Kohli's captaincy in all of that? The way India came back on the last day and got 10
We
wickets.
will come back to captaincy later. Now, I think, when you're looking to become a champion side, there are two things which is not in your control. Number one is the toss, and number two is the wicket. These are the two uncontrollable factors. The rest, everything can be controlled by your performance and by your abilities. So that is what we saw in this test match. India, we lost the toss. We were asked to bat first. It is beyond our control. Second is the wicket is given by the groundsman and by the curator. That you, as a team, you don't have any control over it. So you need to develop a side. You need to become a side that can put these two uncontrollable factors irrelevant. And I think that is what India has done, not only in this test match, even before that. In the Lord's test match, we did the same. Even in Australia, we have done the same. So if you have this kind of self-belief that whatever be the factors which is beyond your control, if you can rise above that and make those two factors out, if you take those two factors out of the equation, then you become a complete side. And I think that is what Virat Kohli and his team has done. Virat led the side quite well on the last day. If you recall the Lord's Test match, we won. Even there, the time was very short, but still he was able to inspire all his bowlers to bowl well. And a similar thing happened yesterday. It was good to see him lead the side with so much of energy, and more importantly, he was able to bring in the right kind of changes at the right time. So for Bumrah to come in and pick up those two wickets, Jadeja to get the wicket of Moeen Ali and Hasib Hamid, Shardul Thakur to pick up the wicket of Rory Burns, and then Joe Root. All these things really matter. And I think Virat Kohli was able to get so much out of the entire bowling unit from India.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree with that. Like it was something like Nasir Hussain also before that innings said that this will be the real test of Virat Kohli as a captain. And after the match, he said that like whatever he touched to go, like he was having a sort of a Midas touch, because whatever whoever he brought in got a wicket. Like whatever game plan he said, he got a wicket through that. Like everything he was thinking of, everything he was touching to was turning into gold and was getting in a wicket. Like when he brought in Shardul Thakur to get in Joe Root, and like bringing in Umesh Yadav just before tea, he got the wicket on of the first ball. So like yeah, I also agree. Like his captaincy was very good, because yeah, as I told right now, and you also did. So now my like now going forward in this game, what was one thing like the whole game England were ahead of the game like most of the time. Like they got a 99-run lead. Uh, they bowled out India for 191. So when you bowl out a side for 191, below 200 in the first innings, that's an achievement in itself, and you get on top of the game. And like they got a 99-run lead. So which was one moment in the game when you thought like England are drifting away, and what was the reason to that? If you say like, did they do something wrong, or were India just too good?
Well, India were a superior side in this test match. But having said that, England had their opportunity to taking the game away from India. And the best way to do that would have been to put up a big score in the first innings, because England was unable to do so, and they were bowled out for about 290, and they had a lead of only about 99. That's where the problem started. A team like India, which is such a strong side, you don't give them too many chances. And here England allowed India to come back into the game by not scoring too many runs in the first innings. And whenever that happens, a strong side like India will always come back and bite you. And I think that's what India did. So I think the fault lies with the England batting lineup, that they were not able to put up a big score. And all that happened because Joe Root, unfortunately for them, could not get a big score in this test match. And I think that made a big difference. So for me, the moment of the match would be, Umesh Yadav's wicket of Joe Root. It required a special skill. It required a magical kind of a delivery to get the wicket of Joe Root. So that is the way the test match panned out. So I think England would rue missing out on those chances of putting up a big score in the first innings. And also they were in a strong position not to win the match, but at least to draw the game. But that did not happen because they did not really apply themselves on the last day when the wicket was not doing too much.
Yeah. So like my final question here is like, in this game, what are your views on India's playing 11? Do you feel they choose the correct one according to the conditions and everything, or do you feel like a thing is going on all around India, like where is Ashwin, what happened, and everything? And adding on to that, without the coaching staff and everyone, because Ravi Shastri, Bharat and Arshidhar have tested positive, like that's official now. So according to like in their absence, how do you feel India will go ahead in this test series? Will that affect them or
They should do well in the last test match. I think we in any case have got a 2-1 lead, and I think we should stress on this and get and do well in the last test match and win the test series 3-1. This is such a wonderful opportunity for India to do that. Because we are a superior side, as I've mentioned before. And, at this stage, most of the cricketers, all the cricketers, in fact, in the national side, they know what to do. You only need some support in terms of, your practice and your fielding sessions and your skill sessions and all that. And Vikram Rathore, the batting coach, is quite capable of doing all that for the Indian side. He's been with the side for some time now. He's a former international cricketer. He has loads of coaching experience. He's been a former national selector. He knows all the players quite well by now. And I'm sure that they would respond to him in a very positive manner. Yes. And the second is about the playing 11. Arnav, it depends on the team management and the captain. But the best part about this Indian side is no individual is indispensable. You saw what happened in Australia. India won even without most of the players and especially without Virat Kohli. So whoever comes in, whoever is replaced, it is such a healthy competition and most of the players are capable of doing well for India and becoming match winners. We saw what Shardul Thakur has done. So it is not about the playing 11. It is about whoever you choose, whether that player is able to perform well or not. Having said that, I do believe that R. Ashwin should be given an opportunity. Just because India is winning does not mean that India has picked the right 11. It goes to show that India has got such a strong strength.
Like, we just had India lost this match on the final day, everyone would have been like, see, you lost because there was no Ashwin and everything. And like, just because India has won, I see nowhere. Like, obviously there are some people who still say that like Ashwin should have been there, which I feel is the correct call. But like, if you win, it's sort of hidden that it was correct.
Yes. Absolutely right.
Yeah, so thank you so for coming today. It was a pleasure talking to you, and like it was an honor of me having you today on my show. So sir, what were your experiences today? Then we'll just wrap up.
I'm delighted, Arnav, and it was happy chat. It was good fun chatting with you, and I'm glad that you take time out to do such things also. So many congratulations to you. Do well, stay blessed, and stay happy.
Thank you, sir. So everyone, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You'll have more interviews like these, such in the future. I'll cover all the Indian cricket which is going on, and please subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed, comment down your feedback. Until then, I'll meet you all in the next video. So goodbye, guys, and peace.